Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're doing like a cook with me / Q&A. I'm just making a very easy homemade mac and cheese recipe. Nothing crazy, nothing like high-end or gourmet or anything like that. Because honestly, I don't think that I could answer all these questions and cook at the same time if I was doing something and like intricate. So I'm just making, boiling some pasta right now. And I asked you guys on Instagram yesterday to ask me a bunch of questions. So I'm gonna answer as many as I can. And later, so the second half of the video will be more like personal questions when I put Sydney to bed so I can answer them and be candid and all of that stuff. So let's get started. I'm just boiling a whole box of pasta. I'm just using the protein elbows. And then I'm gonna start on my cheese sauce. So I start with a roux, butter, flour, and then I'm gonna add some milk and cheeses, but I'll kind of talk you through that. So if you guys like videos like these and you like this concept, definitely give this video a thumbs up. I've got you in the window. I can see my neighbors walking by. They probably think I'm crazy because I'm like talking in the window. Quarantine life. Anyway, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure that you are following me on Instagram so that you can participate in asking me any questions. I like to have it there, it's just easier, okay? It's just so much easier to manage. So yeah, make sure you're following me on Instagram and we will jump into the video.
I'm making
a homemade mac and cheese with like a Ritz cracker crumbly topping.
it.
Yeah. Okay, first question is, how did you lose weight after Sydney, and do you have any specific fitness goals? You guys are probably gonna hate me for this. I like shed pounds after having Sydney. Just like it just fell off like crazy. Breastfeeding, I think breastfeeding. And yeah, honestly, I mean, I didn't do anything and I didn't try. And then when it crept back on was when I stopped. Sorry, this focusing might be weird because of the lighting. When it started creeping back on was when I quit my waitressing bartending job, so I wasn't as active. Like now I stay at home and I just sit on my computer and I edit, and I'm not like, you know, if you're in the food service industry, you know, like you're just walking constantly for like 8-hour shifts. So anyway, so I just wasn't as active and still eating like a lot. So my current fitness goals, I just want to get in shape again. I want to like start running and just working out. I'm working out from home very lightly, but I would say like 5 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week. Going for walks and like doing things at home, and I'll share more once I get like a better routine going. I'll share more of that with you guys. But my goals are to lean up. I really, really want to lose the like soft mushiness. It doesn't make me feel good. My energy level, my sleep, just everything surrounding not working out was not well. This one, does Sydney still wear a pull-up when you go out or into bed? I'm training my 2-year-old. So Sydney 100% wears a pull-up at night, every single night, and she still goes in it. Her pediatrician said it has a lot more to do with their mental and like development than it does with giving them liquids at night, because I still give Sydney liquids straight up until bedtime. Like she has water and milk, and like I don't know, if she's thirsty I give it to her, and it doesn't bother me. I feel like it bothers other people more than it bothers me, or maybe it doesn't bother other people, but I get asked all the time about it. I don't care that she's in a pull-up at night. She's 3 and I don't care as long as she's not like school age and you know her pediatrician's concerned, and like it just doesn't bother me. So she'll be in a pull-up until she stops, and I know most kids just stop on their own. What else? Does she wear a pull-up when we go out? Not if it's close, like around town. She doesn't, but if we're going on a long trip, then yeah, she does. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about like any standard or what other kids are doing or what you think they should be doing or what someone tells you your kid should be doing. Like I feel like most of our parenting, at least this is my opinion, I don't know, no facts, but my opinion is we put all this pressure on ourselves because other people are putting pressure on ourselves. Like I'm not concerned about Sydney wearing a pull-up at night, but when people ask me about it and how am I going to tackle it, it puts pressure on me, and I'm like, oh my word, my kid's not potty trained overnight. Like, I need to chill and not allow other people to affect my parenting. It's no big deal. You know what I mean? So don't worry so much about what other people might think or say or put pressure on you. Just go with your gut instinct. You're a mama, you know best. So anyway, that's my rant, my 2 cents. And I feel like I needed to say that because even without intending to, I think we can just put pressure on people without even intending to do that. Anyway, so the pasta is just about done. I need to just drain it. So in this pot right here, I just have butter and flour, equal parts, to make a roux. And then I'm gonna let this bubble for just like a second, for a little bit. And then I might need to add a little bit more flour. And then I'm gonna add some milk and heavy cream to this. And keep whisking it so that there are no lumps. What's the first thing you want to do after COVID quarantine lifts? I haven't really thought about it, but I definitely think that it will be a big get together with my family. We missed my brother's 30th birthday because of this, and then obviously Easter, and then my birthday is May 7th, and then we have Mother's Day. We just have all of these things, so I feel like a big get together with maybe not big, I don't even have a big family, but a get together with my family, bring Sydney to the beach and wander around. I don't want to do anything like big thing where big crowds are, because I think it's going to take me a while to feel safe. Like I think most of us will be the same way, that we're not gonna like rush to be doing like life back to complete normal. But I would love to go to Target and go to Starbucks and like just browse Target and get a cake pop. Sydney's missing her cake pops so much. So yeah, I think we will definitely, you know, do that. But I would say get together with family and go to Target, which is so pathetic, but go to the beach. Do you meal plan, and where do you find your recipes? So I actually get asked this question quite a bit. How do I find recipe inspiration? And most of my recipe inspiration comes from Pinterest. I love watching the Food Network channel, like Bobby Flay and Giada De Laurentiis, however you say her name. There's a few people that I love watching on there. I like watching the kitchen. Do I meal plan? Somewhat. I would say like 50% of the time. I try to figure out what meals that I want to make for the week, and it saves me a lot more money that way too. If I'm not meal planning, I'll just like buy random ingredients and then I won't have meals, or like I'll just buy random things that I don't necessarily need. So it saves a lot of money to meal plan, in my opinion. My favorite weather / season. My favorite season by far is fall. I just love fall. I love the colors, the crisp. I love the recipes and the coffees and the outfits and the like, just everything about fall I stinking love. But as far as weather goes, much prefer summer, because I like hot summer. I like to be able to just sit outside and enjoy my coffee and just enjoy the day and soak up the sunshine living in Maine. You guys know, if you follow me, I complain about the weather non-stop, and I'm sorry, I'm sure that is so annoying for you. I can't help it. It's like I became a stay-at-home mom, and that's all I have to think about is the weather. Can I go outside? Can we enjoy the beach? What can we do? And if it's cold and we're stuck inside, it's really not fun. So that is what I have to look forward to. I have like so many questions on where I would move to. Am I really planning on moving? Because the other day I said on Instagram stories that I asked what the weather was like where you live, because I was plotting where I was going to move next. I was half joking and half not joking, because I'm too much of a chicken to actually like move where I would want to, like Texas, Florida, Arizona, like California. I don't think I'd move to California, although the weather, you guys are all telling me the weather is perfect and ideal there. You want what, baby? I want it off. You want it off? Okay, come here. So I don't think I would move there, because I don't love hustle and bustle like big city. I love Maine for its safety, and it is beautiful in the fall and summer, but the winters are so long. They're so cold, so long, and so brutal. So I definitely think I'd be a snowbird like my grandparents and move to Florida for the winter and then in Maine in the summer. But the reason why I say I'm too much of a chicken also is because my family's in Maine and then Sydney's dad is in Maine. And I never want to like, I would never want to be the reason why like there's that separation. But with that said, I can totally see myself getting a condo or buying a like home in another state and like going there throughout the winter, or going there for like a month at a time, or a week at a time, like a vacation home or something. I can totally 1000% see that. That is what I would want to do, is buy a home somewhere where I can just escape in the winter for a couple of weeks. I can still do my job, and I can still see my family, you know what I mean? Within the next 2 years, I'm putting this out there because I never put my like crazy dreams out there. I just kind of say like, my word, no way, like that would never happen. But I'm trying a new thing where I'm like actually putting things out there, and even if they're like wild or I don't know, like they seem hard, I really want to challenge myself. But within 2 years, I want to make that happen. So I think within the next 2 years, I want to have like a condo in Florida or something, so that we can go to Disney whenever we want. We can escape to nice warm weather. I say Florida because we can go to Disney. We can do fun things in Florida. If I said like, you know, I would love to move somewhere, maybe Texas, but that would be moving permanently. That wouldn't be like a vacation home to me, in my opinion. So right now, working on the roux, the cream and milk have thickened very beautifully. So I'm gonna add some salt and pepper, and then I will add some shredded cheddar as well as some Velveeta block cheese. You know what, I might add a little bit of garlic powder as well, just a little bit. Also, you can add some onion. That would make a really good flavor. You can add some onion. Literally, this is not my best cooking video, okay? So it's whatever. Just gonna add probably like a quarter of this to a half of this block of Velveeta cheese, and then shredded cheddar cheese. I'm gonna say 4 ounces of this cheese. I know you guys always want me to write recipes down below, and I'm so sorry. I'm not good at it. And then when I'm like, oh, I just eyeball it, I don't know. When I eyeball, is that a third of a cup? Is that a quarter of a cup? Like, I don't want to tell you the wrong amount and then have you cook it and be like, that was nasty, girl. Okay, so I would probably say like a cup of the shredded cheddar and like, what did I say, 4 ounces or 6 ounces of the Velveeta? Yeah. Okay, so cheese sauce is all melted, so I'm gonna pour it into my reserved noodles. I want to try to do it this way so you can see the cheesy sauce. Yummy. I did reserve some out because it made a ton of pasta, and I just want to make sure I have enough like sauce to pasta ratio. What would your dream home look like? Another person asked right next to them, what are like the top 3 things you wish you had in your home? Example, like dream pantry, pool, etc. My dream home, which I will have someday, I want an awesome yard, like a big backyard, nice grass. I would love it to be secluded, not like out in the boonies secluded, because I grew up that way. No, not like super secluded, but I definitely want privacy. Like right now, I live in an association, like a condo association cul-de-sac, and we're just, you know, when you're out on your porch and your neighbor comes outside, it's just, I just want my privacy. I would love a big kitchen with a big island so I can cook. A nice white, big white kitchen with gold hardware, big center island. I want like bar stools, and I want like hanging chandeliers, like dangling lights all above the island. I want like 2 ovens, a huge, big, nice refrigerator with all the works. I would love crushed ice machine. Oh, I want a master bedroom with like my own bathroom, a jacuzzi tub, a nice big jacuzzi tub for me to take my Lush bath bombs, bubble baths in. 4 bedrooms, at least 2 bathrooms. I want a big entryway area. I don't know if like a mudroom or entryway, but where like I could have a bench with the hooks for the kids and the baskets for the shoes and the mittens and all of that. A nice big laundry room, a separate laundry room with a washer and dryer and like a sink, a soaking sink, and that's where all of my laundry could be held instead of in my bathroom taking up half of my bathroom. Actually, I'm gonna stop right here. So I'm gonna fill this, ooh, the lighting is so bad. I'm gonna fill the casserole dish, there we go, halfway through, and then I'm gonna top it with a little bit more shredded cheese, and then I'm gonna do another layer. Sydney wants to eat some shredded cheese. So there's a little layer of like cheese on top, and I'm gonna layer on more mac and cheese. This made a lot. This made a lot. Is that all I wanted to say about my dream house? Oh my word. And then I'm gonna top the rest of the mac and cheese with shredded cheese, making a mess. And then I'm gonna get some Ritz crackers that I bought, and I'm gonna crumble those on top. So I'm gonna just crumble up some of these Ritz crackers. These happen to be whole wheat, super healthy Ritz crackers. And I'm just gonna crumble them up on top. You can totally crumble them and mix them with butter. I'm not gonna go that far, but yeah. Just do a little Ritz cracker topping. There, and I'm gonna pop this in the oven for about 30 minutes with some tin foil on the top so that it doesn't burn or anything. Again, popping it in the oven for like 30 minutes, and I'm probably gonna take off the tin foil after a little while. A few people have asked, a bunch of people, I get asked all this all the time, how do you deal with negative comments and people being mean or something like that? Because I know some of you might want to start your own channels, and that's like the most daunting thing. And it was for me for so long. It always like gave me anxiety uploading because I didn't want to read a negative comment. And now I hardly ever get them. I think if you ignore it, it goes away for the most part. There are channels that it just does not go away for. But yeah, I think that if I get one, I can delete it and move along because I am in control of my own channel. Realize that like people who leave negative comments want attention, because why else would you leave a negative comment out there behind your computer to a complete stranger for who's a mommy channel? Like I'm not talking politics. I'm not extremely like I don't talk about anything that's like controversial and crazy. Like I'm talking about potty training and what I ate for dinner. So I don't know, if someone wants to make a comment negative, it speaks miles, it speaks just paragraphs about how they are as a character. And if they're in a bad mood, maybe they're not happy with their life and they're taking it out on other people and they don't realize it. They just want attention, and I'll pray for them, I'll delete it, and I'll move on. Definitely don't let that stop you from starting a channel, because there's always you're never gonna satisfy everyone. Everyone has a different opinion or a different way of parenting or a different way of cleaning or whatever your niche is. Everyone is different, and that's what makes it fun, because not every channel is the same. Maybe they are the same or they're similar, but like we're all unique, and so that's why we're gonna have unique different opinions and different ways to do things and cook things and all of that. So don't worry about the negativity, delete it and move along. It is gonna sting in the beginning. Maybe it won't for you, but most people it will. But like then you get used to it, and then you get confident, and then you gain like thousands and thousands of supporters who literally send you messages all day long like you are best friends. And it makes you so satisfied and happy that it doesn't even bother you when those negative like trolls people happen. It doesn't even bother you because you have so many friends on the internet who love you. Like they're like family to you. So I don't know, at least that's with me. That's the case with me. You guys are like my family and my friends, and it's just, I don't know, you're my mom tribe. I love it. Let's see what else. I really hope that the audio in this is okay, because I didn't realize that I had started my dishwasher right before I started filming this. So if the audio is weird, I'm sorry. Why did I do that? Based on Sydney's personality type now, what job do you think she might do when she's older? Right now, based on her personality, I feel like she needs to be in the entertainment business, because she is very eccentric. She wants, like, if we're on FaceTime or if someone's around, she wants to be like you know, eccentric and hyper and excited and sing and dance, and just she's always pretending she's on stage and singing. And I think that based on her personality right now, definitely in the entertainment business, I think. But otherwise, I feel like she loves animals, so maybe veterinarian, but she's not very like soft and snuggly, so entertainment for sure. Chocolate or candy? 100% chocolate. That's me. What equipment do you use to film and edit your videos? I use Final Cut Pro to edit my videos. I get asked this constantly. You do have to pay, I don't know, it was like 400 bucks. Was it 400? When I bought it years ago. I used to use iMovie, which is completely free. So you can use that, or Adobe, Adobe is completely free. All of those are completely fine. Do I think you need Final Cut Pro? 100% not. If you are new in this, no, because you're probably still learning how to edit. You're probably still learning like what you want to do. So do I think you need to throw $400? Unless you have all this money to throw around, sure. But it's not going to make your videos any different if you edit on Final Cut Pro versus like iMovie in the beginning, or even big YouTubers, like big YouTubers use iMovie, and it's completely fine, and that's free. Like, for filming equipment, I mostly film on my Canon G7X for vlogging, and I have a Canon 80D for like sit down videos. I rarely use that, but I do use that with my Rode, however you say it, microphone if I do sit down videos, which I don't do often, like I said. Okay, so that is where I'm gonna call it quits as far as answering questions while Sydney is awake. I will answer all of the other personal questions when she goes to bed. Maybe pour myself a glass of wine and chat with you then. My throat's feeling raw because I need to drink some water and stop talking. I will show you what the mac and cheese looks like when it is out of the oven and tell you how decadent and rich and bad it is for you. So I took this off about like 4 minutes before it was done, and then I moved it to the top rack so that I could, I don't know, get a little bit more golden on the top. But that is our homemade mac and cheese, and I don't know if you could hear it sizzling. All right, so second half of the video. I just got done editing all of the other stuff, and I can't believe how long this video is gonna be, but apparently I had a lot to say, and it was different with cooking, and I don't know, I'm just a chatty Cathy, so. I am now going to answer more personal questions. Sydney is asleep, and so I cannot talk about anything in front of her. She knows if I spell someone's name, if I spell a word, or if you even like try to talk in code, she knows. So I try my best to not talk about things like this in front of her, because the kid is smart. So I'm just gonna answer obvious personal questions that you guys ask. A lot of them about like co-parenting and Sydney's dad and their schedule, and has she seen him during quarantine and all of this stuff. So I just want to talk about all of that. You guys know me, I try to be an open book, but I also try to be, I draw a line. So there's that. I try to be an open book, but I do draw a line and then want to be respectful to Sydney. So has Sydney seen her dad since all of this COVID stuff started? The answer is no. I am kind of not allowing it, as well as I just think it's a mutual thing. Let's just put it that way. I don't think it's would, even if the COVID thing wasn't happening, I think that there were maybe have only been like one visit otherwise. Let's see. Do you believe in love after everything? I do, 100%. Yeah, I definitely do. And I definitely want to be, I still have dreams of being married and, you know, the whole like fantasy and all that. Like, yeah, I definitely still believe in love. If anything, I think I believe in love more now than I ever have, which is weird because I'm not dating. But I'm finally healed from all of the toxicness of my past relationship, as well as like through my 20s and teens and getting brokenhearted and all that. Like, I am just finally healed and totally ready to welcome love into my life. For the longest time, I pushed it away without even realizing I was doing it. Like I didn't think I was doing it, and I would tell you I wasn't doing it. But now that I look back, I 100% I just was pushing it away because I was too scared of getting hurt, like so scared of getting hurt. So every little thing that might happen, or like I would pick someone apart, or I'd pick situations apart, or words, and I was just so scared of getting hurt again that I just was like this shooting laser beams, like get away from me everyone, which was horrible, but at the same time it's brought me to where I am right now. So yeah, I 100% believe in love after everything. Are you open to being set up? I am, but I'm like the pickiest person on the planet, and I think I've said that before. I don't know. I say I'm picky, but at the same time, like if you look at my past, who I've dated, I mean, clearly I wasn't that picky, because who knows? But yeah, I'm open to being set up. I am. I don't really have a whole lot of friends. The friends that I do have are close, but like one of my best friends, Caitlin, she's like 6 years younger than me, so all of her friends are younger, or her boyfriend's friends are younger and all that. So I'm always like, I just want someone a little bit, not older, but I want someone who's, I guess, I'm not like going Jessica on Love is Blind, but I'm saying I just want someone who's ready for the life that I'm ready for, and like where they're at in life is where I'm at. Like, you know, we're on the same level, so on the same page type of thing. Do you have any debt? Yeah, oh my word, yes. So I obviously have a mortgage. I have my home that I own, so I have that debt. I have medical debt. I had the worst health insurance when I was pregnant with Sydney through my old job, and I paid so much for it monthly, and it covered nothing. I basically had like a $10,000 deductible, and then Sydney was born in February, so like all of my beginning stuff didn't add up to 10,000, and then when I gave birth, so I have like over $10,000 or $10,000. Is it 10,000? I don't really know how much I have right now, but I have like $10,000 worth of medical debt, or had when I had her, that I'm just chipping away at, and I really would love to get that paid off in 2 years. Like I would love to pay off that medical debt in 2 years, but right now I'm just to the point where I'm just like paying slowly, and it'll be gone at some point. Student loans, I'm almost done paying off, which obviously through the COVID right now they've like paused all of the student loans, so my automatic payment is being stopped, and I honestly think I only have like 3 more payments left. So I think I might try to go on and manually continue it so that I can just get that done and over with. It's a very minimal payment, but I just want that over with and behind me. Been paying on it forever. So I think that's about it. For debt, I don't have anything else. You should get a dog. Why haven't you? Honestly, I don't want a dog. I think I touched on this actually in my last Q&A. I don't want a dog while I live here. I just don't think there's enough space. There's definitely no yard. Like I can't just let my dog out and play. No, not while we live here. It's just not fair. No, it wouldn't be fair at all. What's your advice on how to start a family YouTube channel? So I feel like I cannot give advice on this. I am going to send you over to Haley Page, because she recently started a new YouTube channel based on like all about starting a YouTube channel, and she dives into it with her students one-on-one. So I'm going to send you over to her. She's bomb, and she makes great money, but she's very down to earth, a family mommy. If you don't follow Haley Page, you have to. She's amazing, and she like responds to me, and just like she talks and she interacts with her her followers, and she will help you so much. But otherwise, advice would be just like do what you want to do and be passionate about. Do searchable content, but at the same time, don't do something that's searchable just to do it if you're not passionate about it, like cleaning videos. I hate cleaning videos. Like, I like watching them. I don't like making them personally. Once in a while, I'll do a cleaning video, but it's not my like everyday, every weekly type of thing. And yes, they're searchable and they gain a lot of views and subscribers, and they're great as far as ranking on YouTube goes. But if you don't like filming them, don't do it, because then you will be stuck doing something you don't want to do. And someone else says, how did you get yourself to start YouTube? I want to, but I'm kind of nervous. I started YouTube doing makeup videos forever ago. And I just thought it was fun. Like, I saw other people doing it and I was like, that seems like fun. So I just went for it. I was nervous and like embarrassed to tell people that I know. Even to this day, I'm still embarrassed to talk to people I know about my job. I'm not embarrassed, but I'm like, I get all shy about it, you know? When do you think life will go back to normal? I think I don't know. I think I watch the news and then I like base my opinion on that, or like see what they say. I'm seeing a lot of things that say it will take a long time for life to be like completely normal again. But I'm really hoping by, you know, August, we will be kind of rolling into our new normal. Do I think it will be like totally normal yet? No, I think it'll be like next year. But I think that this summer will be more of like being able to go do things and maybe go to the grocery store without having a line out the front. I don't know. I'm hoping at least. But I definitely say completely normal, like definitely next year. Do you think about Sydney seeing videos and what she'll think of her dad? You rock. Thanks, girl. No, because I watch what I put out there, and if whatever I do put out there, I honestly think that I'm being very, 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 very nice. So, and those who know me know, I'm being very cautious of what I put out there. And I think that if Sydney, you know, when she does see all these videos, I think that she's gonna have already formed her opinion, or sort of know what's up. I am not worried about Sydney seeing anything like that I put out there, at least. Does Sydney have a close relationship with her dad? You're my biggest inspiration. Oh, thank you. I think she was saying like during this, have a close relationship with her dad. No, she's obsessed with her dad and she loves her dad because it's her dad, but she is not close. Like, her and I are close. We spend 24/7 together. We are close. Does she love her dad? Does she idolize her dad? Yeah, absolutely. It breaks my stinking heart because she doesn't have the relationship that is deserved with her dad. Does Sydney's dad watch your channel? No. Actually, okay, so I can't say no. No, not really, no. He really was never into it. Even when we worked together and I did these YouTube videos, he was never into it. He always judged me for it. But then would say he supported me, or might like say how cool it is to someone else behind my back and like, oh yeah, she's doing this and that. But then like in front of me was not very supportive of it, would be annoyed over it, or think that I was just being like, it was never gonna amount to something like cool, keep working type of stuff. Like, I don't know, he just was never into it. Do I think he watches it? I think if he's not doing well, then I think that there might be some snooping, but for the most part, no, I don't think so. Not at all. Does Sydney tell you no? If so, how do you handle it? She tells me no all the time, but then I tell her I'm the boss, and there are consequences when you don't listen to the boss. So I don't know. Yeah, she tells me no all the time, but I have to just try to, like, I'm the boss, so I have to put on my pants and pull them up, and I don't know, I make her mind. Does Sydney see her dad on a regular schedule? Not at all. Nope. And I know, like, from the outside looking in, there are probably a lot of opinions, and I would probably give opinions if I were, you know, looking in on someone else's life, but no, there's not. I think the way that it is right now is going great, and Sydney will know sooner rather than later. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but I definitely know that I am not opposed to therapy, counseling, talking, and informing, and hopefully I do have a sidekick, like our role model, significant other, so that we can, you know, kind of come together for Sydney. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to allow her to be like tossed back and forth and damaged and all of this and that. There is going to be some hardships, obviously, and there's going to be hard discussions and times and moments, yes, but I'm prepared for being there for her. But no, there's not a regular schedule, and I don't see one, actually. So there's like zero co-parenting going on. A lot of people are asking how's co-parenting going. There's zero co-parenting. It's all me. I'm doing everything. I'm with her 24/7, and that is all I'm going to say about that. Very unfortunate, but it's all me. All right, you guys, my battery light is flashing at me, and I've been talking for way too long. I think I'm gonna cut it short here. I just wanted to answer those like questions about Sydney's dad and whatnot at the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too long for you. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you in the comments. You can ask me questions down in the comments as well, and I will gladly answer them. Mwah.